Hello and welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. My name is Joris and today I'm here with the 15th update of the ETF portfolio, and it's the first one of 2025, and I have a lot to go into because we bought 3 ETFs this month, and as such we increased our yearly dividend with 85 Swiss francs, so we are really happy about that. And as you can see, our portfolio value went up quite significantly as well. So it's the wrap up for January of 2025, and as usual I'm going to start with the dividends we received, then what we bought in January, then I'm not going to talk about what I'm going to buy in February, but I'm already mentioning it here. It's going to be XYLF, LDEG and EMHD. So finally the US dollar dividends that we received so far are going to be reinvested in the immersion market ETF from Invesco. Value of our ETF portfolio is going to follow, and then our predicted future yearly dividends, the dividends to be received in February, and then finally the total overview for this video. And then, as always, every month I give the dividend that we received for XYLF, so the monthly paying ETF from Global X, the S&P covered call ETF. So we had 94 pieces. Normally next month I'm going to buy more, but I think in February it's still going to be 94. Then in March it's going to be a little bit more of shares for this ETF. And we received the highest dividend so far, 0.159081 US dollar. And as such, we received $14.95 from this ETF. And once again, here you can see the exchange rate. And with that exchange rate, I calculate later how many Swiss francs this represented. And then the first dividend that we received for the ETF portfolio this year was from SDGPEX. It was on the 15th. So the one from XYLF was detached at the ex coupon date the 16th and then paid on the 24th. And here, yeah, it's ex coupon date on the 15th and it's also being paid out on the 15th. As the GPX is truly a crazy ETF, and I really like it that it pays out the dividend so fast. So with our 1406 shares from SDGPEX, we received 520.57 euros. And with those euros, together with the euros that we still had on our bank account, you will see it later in the video how the money distribution worked and how much euros we still have left on our Swiss quote account. It's not much, I can tell you that. So we bought 20 pieces for 29.145 euros, and with the cost it came down to 590.89 euros. And that was on the 17th, so we received the payment on the 15th, and then 2 days later I bought FLXD. Then we had LDEG on the 24th, on the day that our wage gets paid. We always immediately transfer the 900 Swiss francs to our Swiss quote account, and we bought 36 pieces of LDEG for a price of 12.14 Swiss francs, and together with the cost it came down to 443.55 Swiss francs. And with the rest of the 900 Swiss francs we tried to buy as much GLDV as we could, because GLDV is going to go ex-coupon on the 1st of February. In fact, it's going to be the 3rd of February, because the 1st is a Saturday, so then it's impossible for going ex-coupon. But normally on the 3rd of February, GLDV is going to go ex-coupon, so we tried to increase our amount of shares before it goes ex-coupon date. And we bought at 29.815 Swiss francs, and together with the cost it came down to 453.75. So together with the previous one, 443.55, and 453.75, we still had 2 and a bit Swiss francs left over from our 900 Swiss francs. So actually this month it was pretty good that we bought our ETFs. So now our ETF portfolio looks like this. SDGPEX 1406 shares, GLDV 183 shares, VHYL 85 shares, LDEG now 214, FLXD 166, and XYLF still 94. So here you can see it's a different shade of green, but all the prices went up of all the ETFs this past month. Okay, SDGPX and GLDV not that much. VHYL went up way higher than SDGPX and GLDV, but SDGPX also provided us with a huge dividend payment, so that was also really nice. So seeing all green numbers this month, that is going to result in a great value, of course. So end of last year, on the 27th of December, we had 56,793.74 Swiss francs. And now with adding the 20 FLXD, the 36 LDEG, and the 15 GLDVs, we had a total of 59,256.41 Swiss francs, or a plus of 2,462.67 Swiss francs. But of course, you have to add all these numbers together for getting the increase of value that we actually bought into our portfolio this month. So we have to decrease that with 1431.76, and this leads to a plus in portfolio value, actual portfolio value of 1030.91 Swiss francs, or a plus of 1.82%. And of course we also received 2 dividends. So here it's the same number again, 1030.91, and we received a dividend from XYLF amounting to 13.52 Swiss francs, and the SDGPEX amounted for 488.95 Swiss francs. So in total, this is actually 1533.38 Swiss francs in plus this month, or plus 2.70%. So that's how much it was 10 years ago, what you received on your savings account. Now here in Switzerland you receive 0 up to 0.50% interest on your savings account. Not speaking about special savings account, but the normal savings account on your normal banks here in Switzerland. So getting this in 1 month, that's quite nice. And also a bit exceptional, so it's not always like that, but we are glad to see plus 2.70% this past month. The total dollar amount on our Swiss quote account is now $438.77. And you might remember that last month we had $423.65. Then we also received 0.17% in interest, 17 cents in interest, I should say. Normally this year, we won't see any interest payments on Swissquote because they lowered the interest rate on their account. So their waiting account on the Swissquote account is now 0%. So I'm not going to receive normally any interest payments on the account in 2025. And then 14.95 was added because of the dividend of XYLF, and normally together with the payment of GLDV next month and XYLF, we will be around $500, and then I'm going to put those $500 towards EMHD. And the total euro amount on our Swissquote account is now a little bit over €1, and that's because at the end of the year we had 71.15 euros on our account. Then we received 0.20 euros in interest. So just like here with the 0.17, this year normally there won't be any interest payments, and in 2023 we also didn't have interest payment. And then it's plus 520.57 from SDGPEX, and then we have to distract the investment into FLXD, and there it's minus 590.89, and this amounts then to 1.03 euros in our account, still waiting to be invested. And here are our predicted future dividends. So here you can see SDGPX, it's just in the red because with the payment in January, the payment was a little bit lower than the previous payment in 2024 in January. And this resulted in a decrease in 0.1 euro cent. So it was 1.457 and now it's 1.456. So hopefully in the course of the year this is going to increase again, but yeah, here it's not that big of a deal, especially because the euro is gaining in strength again. So that's why the total Swiss francs is in the green. And then GLDV, LDG and FLXD, yeah, they had more shares now, so it's normal that they also paid us out more, are going to pay us out more in dividends this year. And then we have XYLF, where we had the highest dividend payment so far in January, so this also increased the trailing 12 months of dividends that we received from XYLF, and when we calculate with that, there was a significant increase for XYLF as well. So now yearly we are going to receive 2,739.55 Swiss francs in dividends, and monthly this comes down to 228.30 Swiss francs. So hopefully next month we will break the 230 barrier and maybe the 2,750 Swiss francs per year barrier. And the dividends for February, XYLF will give us a dividend, and it's going to go ex-dividend on the 30th of January. And although it's not that big of a period for XYLF, the amount that we are going to get paid out is still 0.13677 dollars, and that's again a nice increase compared to the payment that we received last year in the same period. So there the total dividend that we are going to receive from XYLF in the trailing 12 months is again going to be green. Then we have GLDV, and it's not announced yet by State Street Global Advisors, so the Spider ETFs are, I think they are waiting a little bit too long now. Normally they are around 2 weeks before the dividend ex-coupon date. They already announced it, but this year they are rather late. So when I see it appearing on their website, I will certainly mention it in a post or so. So keep your eyes open for a post of me in the coming week or the coming 2 weeks. And then, yeah, this is the update overview for this past month. So we invested 1,431.76 Swiss francs, and 884.27 Swiss francs was new invested money, and the rest were reinvested dividends. Okay, we still had the cost as well that we put in, but it's 6.50 and 6.50, so it's 13 francs more. So you see we had a little bit less than 900 Swiss francs put into the market this month. And we also put 200 Swiss francs into the hughe portfolio. And yeah, you probably saw already the video that I released on Saturday morning. So if you haven't seen it yet, you can check out that video later. And the future dividends are going to be 2,739.55 Swiss francs per year now. So that's a plus of 85.66 Swiss francs in just 1 month. And that is huge. That's incredible. And 228.30 Swiss francs per month. So last month we had an increase of 1,533.38 Swiss francs, or a plus of 2.70%. The total portfolio worth is 59,256.41 Swiss francs right now, and our dividend yield is 4.61%. The yield on cost is 4.73%, but that's with the dividends being reinvested, also being counted as a part of the yield on cost. And if you only look at the new money that we actually put in the stock markets ourselves, so towards our ETFs, the yield is 5.22%. So 5.22% compared to 4.61. That's already a huge difference. And that is actually just the compounding doing its thing. And that number is going to increase because, yeah, that interest is going to earn us new interest, and so on and so on and so on. So this number is going to creep up, and this number, yeah, it's going to fluctuate because we keep adding to our portfolio every month. So actually, yeah, when you buy an ETF that has a lower dividend yield on the moment that you buy it, you lower this number. And if you want to increase it, yeah, there needs to be a crash or something like that, or you need to buy into higher yielding ETFs. Okay, XYLF is a high income ETF, so that one can increase it quite a lot. But all my ETFs are more or less around 4.60% yield, and yeah, the emerging market ETF from Invesco has a yield of 5.50% more or less. So when I buy that, probably it's going to increase a little bit, but not that much. And with that being said, I thank you for watching to this video. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel if you like this kind of content. If you like my video as well, then you can hit that like button. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm enormously, and it spreads my videos then to other people that like this kind of content. And I reached more than 10,000 views in this past week, so I'm really happy about that, and up to 200 subscribers, I should say. So thank you for watching, and see you on the next one on my YouTube channel. Bye.